How's it going, everyone? This is Mitchell Mander here, and welcome to another impressions video on the Pokemon Sun and Moon anime. This time we are going to be covering Sun and Moon episode 145, which is titled The Sun, the Moon, and Everyone's Dreams. And this was a pretty good episode, especially following the League. It's kind of, a calmer episode, more slice-of-lifey episode, kind of your traditional Sun and Moon episode. But it's a good episode overall. So the episode starts off with Ash and his Pokemon eating breakfast, and it's interesting to see this whole cast eating breakfast now that we have Melmetal, who's eating big pieces of steel now. And then we have Incineroar, who's the king of the house now. Of course, Incineroar is the best Pokemon of all time, don't question me. But anyways, the Ganondorf leaves back to go to its own world because an Ultra Wormhole opens up over Kukui's house, which is a bit abrupt, but I do like the moment where Ash has Pikachu use Thunderbolt and Ganondorf starts dancing around the Thunderbolt just because as a Poipole, it loved Pikachu's Thunder attack and it was drawn to Pikachu because of that. So that was a nice little touch there. So we cut back to the Pokemon school. It feels like it's been forever since we've been here. And everybody is talking about their dreams and what they want to do on vacation, as it looks like the Pokemon school is ending for, I guess, the year. Which, I will say this, I am happy with this for the most part, because I did want the characters to talk about their goals and kind of how they wanted to pursue them, just so that we can finalize their character arcs. And I gotta say, I called it with Sophocles going to Moss Deep City in the Hoenn region to work on his goal of becoming an astronaut. I called it. I've had this feeling for a while, ever since he announced his goal way back when, I think in episode 83, that he would actually end up doing something like this, and I called it. So you guys can thank me later for that one. I actually think that he has probably the best and most ambitious goal of the group. Honestly, one of the most ambitious goals out of any Pokemon character, if you really think about it. Which is kind of surprising considering how much of a polarizing character Sophocles has been throughout all of Sun and Moon. A lot of people out there seem to hate the guy, but you know what? I like Sophocles. I didn't really care for him in the beginning of Sun and Moon, but he's slowly grown as a character, and now I can say he's actually a pretty good character, to be honest. That's just me saying that. So you guys can let me know what you think in the comment section down below, how you think of Sophocles and how much he's developed as a character throughout Sun and Moon. But anyways, on to the rest of the group's goals. I will say that some of them I do like, and some of them I'm not really sure how to feel yet. Lana's goal is to do research with her dad to find a Manaphy, which is okay, I guess. It's nothing really too mind-blowing and doesn't really indicate that she's leaving the region like Sophocles is. But it's an okay one, but I feel like there should be more to this. Maybe when she finds a Manaphy, she decides to go and find other, like, legendary or mythical water-type Pokemon. Just expand on that a little bit more personally. That's what I would have done if I were writing the episode. Now for Mallow, her goal, what she talks about here, it's kind of reiterating what she mentioned in that one episode where she got her Z Crystal from Tapu Koko, which is that she wants her restaurant to be one where it not only serves food to humans or people, but also Pokemon as well, which is it's a decent goal, and it kind of reiterates what she wanted to do already, but I kind of feel like she should travel to other regions to develop new recipes so that she can expand her restaurant's menu and maybe follow in her brother's footsteps. I feel like that should have been Mallow's path at the end of Sun and Moon, personally, in my opinion. So this one's, I filed this under okay. Now for Lily, she wants to awaken Magearna over her vacation, and we will get to that shortly. Now, Kiawe, he mentions he wants to have a serious battle with Ash during his vacation. Now, I guess we can go into that right now. So for Ash versus Kiawe, this is an okay battle. I mean, it's not bad by any means, but I personally think it should have been longer, maybe have it be like a 2v2. And I think one of the biggest problems with this battle is that Incineroar should have participated. Fact of the matter is, Sun and Moon ends next week, and we are likely not going to see Incineroar in action. And that's a shame right there. And I know, in my opinion, the episode loses a whole point just because of this this reason. Now, the battle goes on, and it looks like it's a double knockout between Lycanroc and Charizard. But Lycanroc manages to get up, and Ash wins the battle. Of course, being the champion of Alola. Would have been kind of weird for Kiawe to defeat Ash. Now, Olivia, who was refereeing the battle, talks with them, and Kiawe mentions his dream of completing the island pilgrimage and eventually becoming an island kahuna, which is nice. This is actually great stuff because it shows that he wants to be like his grandpa one day, and it shows development in Kiawe's character. Now, Olivia mentions this as being good, but also mentions that him and Ash should travel to foreign regions just to expand his knowledge of Pokemon and become stronger. And this is what gives Ash the idea to travel all over the world, and that he should go back to Pallet Town first before he does anything. So yeah, I do like that, and I find it interesting that Olivia of all characters does this for Ash. I also find it interesting as the fact of the matter is that Ash throughout this entire episode has been kind of trying to figure out what he wants to do, because everyone has their goals and dreams in mind, but Ash is kind of clueless as what he wants to do following his victory in the Alola League. So it is kind of interesting that Olivia is the one that gives Ash the motivation to do this and leave Alola and start traveling all around the world, which sets up the events for the next Pokemon series actually pretty well. Good job, Olivia. Now, for the best part of the episode, for sure, Lily and Magearna. This stuff is fantastic. This is probably some of the best writing in Sun and Moon, in my opinion. Lily is shown taking care of Magearna one night, and somehow falls asleep on Magearna, which I don't know how she did that. Magearna is a steel type, and that's got to be pretty uncomfortable. But she falls asleep on Magearna, and her father's notebook flips back, and it lands on a picture of Magearna with Zoroark. And when Lily wakes up, she sees this. She calls Gladion to stop by and take out Zoroark, who recognizes Magearna, casts an illusion on the room, and we get a flashback of baby Lily, Moen, and Magearna, and it's a really touching scene, and honestly one of the best scenes in the series, where Lily is just a baby, and she's crawling up to Magearna, and she manages to learn how to walk as a result of crawling up Magearna, which is a very sweet moment. This touches Lily enough to, she starts crying, and her tears actually seem to awaken Magearna. And yeah, her goal for the summer is already accomplished. And I gotta say, yeah, like I was saying, this is great stuff in Sun and Moon. This is some of the best stuff in Sun and Moon. Some of the best episodes in Sun and Moon have revolved around this as of late, at least in the third season. Some of the best episodes in the third season have been around Moen and Lily and Magearna and Gladion. Just fantastic stuff. And maybe I'll get into this in another video, but one of the problems I had with Lily after the Aether arc is that I felt like her character stagnated for a long time. Sure, she got the Ice Z Crystal, but besides that, there really wasn't much she was doing. And then the Moen stuff kicked in, and it just became like a second character arc for Lily, and it's been actually good. Actually, I think this character arc has been better than her first one, and that's surprising because her first character arc was pretty good. So this is good stuff overall. Now, I will say that overall, this was a good episode. I mean, I'm not saying it's a step down from the last couple of episodes because we got, one of the best battles in the entire Pokemon anime, but it's a good episode overall. We get to know what the characters want to do next, and kind of, the future, or Ash's future, and what he's doing in the next series. It kind of sets it up pretty well. I just wish that Ash vs. Kiawe was longer and more serious, and I wish Incineroar would have battled with Ash, because this was pretty much the last chance Ash has to use his Incineroar that just evolved. So it's a little disappointing in my opinion. But I will give this episode an 8.5 out of 10. So let me know what you guys think about this episode in the comment section down below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know, and be sure to like and subscribe, and I will talk to you all later.